from station WDWL TV, located on Grumpy Vulture Boulevard, a division of Grumpy Vulture Productions. It's live from Studio B, me, the Grumpy Old Man. Yes. I don't know why my beard always wants to make a left turn all the time. Okay. First of all, talk about having a good laugh today. I was watching this trial live where this guy insisted on representing himself. Now, this is something that has been written into history, goes way back. You are allowed to be your own, would stop him. Now, the judge in no way, shape, or form can assist him with any legal help whatsoever. But when it got to be the point, this guy was like literally shooting himself in the foot, the judge would stop him and say, you were offered 2 attorneys, which you fired both. Are you sure you would not like some legal representation, at least sitting next to you at the counsel table? Oh, no, Your Honor. I know what I'm doing. Well, let me tell you, this will probably be the shortest jury deliberation in history, because I think the way it's going to go, because this guy is so bad. One example before the prosecutor is attempting to introduce photo evidence of this guy's car that was seized and then searched after a judge issued a search warrant. And as the car was being searched, evidence was being photographed. Well, the prosecutor attempts to introduce a stack of photographs. F. Lee Bailey here, objection. And the judge says, what's your objection? I want the actual evidence so that I can have an independent analyst. The judge says, you what? I want the actual evidence. To which the judge replies, we're not bringing your car to court. Photographs have been admitted into evidence for years. We are not going to load your car on a flatbed to bring it to court so you can have an independent analyst. The evidence is in the photos. The gloves that you were supposedly wearing, the clothing, the boots. It's all been photographed. This was just the start. Well, tomorrow I think they're going to wrap with final statements. And I think the way it's going to go is the jury will file out of court into the jury room. The door will close, and all 12 people will say, "Guilty, let's go back." Yeah. I can see the door no sooner shut, 12 people say guilty, and the jury foreman buzzes the bailiff. And the bailiff come in. "Can I help you?" "Yes, we have a verdict." "Huh? Okay." The bailiff will go back and say, "Your Honor, they have reached a unanimous verdict," to which everyone's jaw will drop in the courtroom. I truly believe this is the way it's going to go. This is how bad this guy is at representing himself. Yeah. Especially when he was interviewing or questioning, not interviewing, questioning the one witness, to which he said, "Are you 100% sure it was me in your bedroom?" To which she replied, "Yes, we dated for a while. We were intimate. I know it was you." Yeah. Another great one was when the prosecutor wished to introduce the buccal swabs that were obtained for DNA. And they had the forensic scientist on the stand. And the prosecutor says, "I would like to introduce these into evidence." To which F. Lee Bailey, "Objection." The judge, "Your objection?" "Obtained illegally." To which the judge said, "We just watched the video of you in jail, being brought down to the interrogation room and given a search warrant." Objection overruled. And then they read the search warrant, which said they will obtain DNA buccal swabs even under force if necessary. And he refused. He clenched his jaw. And they brought in a couple of deputies, and they were trying to pry his mouth open, and he... So, the officer who was attempting to obtain the DNA swab said, "Hold on, let me make a phone call." So he goes out and he makes a phone call, to which he calls the medical examiner's office. And about 10 minutes later, in walks the medical examiner with a metal case, and he clicks the latches, to which Effley Bailey here says, "And what is that?" To which the medical examiner says, "It's a jaw jack." And he takes this instrument out that looks kind of medieval. And the guy says, "And what's going to be done with that?" And the medical examiner says, "Well, the name kind of explains it. It's a jaw jack. It's a device where we, at times, have a jaw that is frozen shut that we can't get open. So we literally jack the mouth open." And the medical examiner ratcheted it a couple of times, and the guy at that point, his eyes were like two saucers, and he went, "Swab away." And then the medical examiner took the jaw jack and put it back in the box, in the carry case, and snapped the latches, and see ya. So that's what kind of rocket science we're dealing with in this trial. So I think it's going to be the world's fastest guilty verdict. Switching subjects. I have a bad habit when I shop of getting tunnel vision. I have my list. I know what I want. Right down the aisles. Get what I want. Out the checkout. So today, I learned very fast. Grumpy should not shop with tunnel vision, because on my list was ginger ale. Now, I like Seagram's ginger ale. So I go back, I see I don't know, what are they? Are they a liter or liter and a half bottles? I'll say 1 liter bottles. And just as I go to put a bottle in my shopping basket, out of the corner of my eye, I see this 2-liter bottle display, which is 4 foot wide, 8 foot long, and 5 foot high, of 2-liter Seagram's ginger ale bottles. Now, Grumpy was going to buy the 1 liter for $1.25. Special sale, 59 cents for a 2-liter. I haven't seen 59 cents on a 2-liter bottle of pop since the early 70s. Yes, 59 cents. Now, limit 4, but, and this is what Grumpy is going to do tomorrow, because Grumpy's going to stock up. I'm going to go in and buy 4, go out, put them in the truck, wait a few minutes, come back in, buy 4 more, put them in the truck, wait a few minutes, come back in, buy 4 more, and see. They can't stop me. Because once I check out and leave the store and get out into the parking lot, when I return to the store, I am a new customer. And I could do this until I fill the bed of the truck. And they can't do a thing about it. Now, I'm not going to get greedy. But I would like to get like 12 at 59 cents. I don't think getting 12 would be greedy. It's only 3 trips. And you go to a different register. And I learned that several years ago. Because the guy did the exact same thing. Except he was getting a little greedy. I can't remember what he was getting, but he was going overboard. I just want to get 12. And like after the 8th or 9th trip, he was stopped by the store manager. And the store manager said, "We're cutting you off, pal." And he says, "I suggest before you stop me from coming in the store, call your legal department." He goes, "I'll wait outside. But before you do something you're going to regret, call your legal department." And the guy waited outside. And I hung around because I wanted to see what was going to happen. And after about 20 minutes, the manager came out and said, "You're welcome back in." So I followed him in. And I says, "How did you know that?" He says, "Well, I've done it at another store. And they refused me." So he says, "I called the Attorney General of the state of Ohio and got my answer. And in writing on an official letterhead, which he says I carry with me. Because if the manager would have refused me entry. I have my letter. Yes. Unless, now there is a little catch. If the store owns the property, okay? Not just the building, the property. You have to exit, go out into the street, and then pull back in. That way you can say, I have left the property. Now I am a new customer again. Interesting. And you know what? Grumpy is just the type of asshole that would do that. But I'm not going to get greedy. I only want, 12. 3 trips for 4. That's it. Get 4. Put them in the truck. Get 4 more. Put them in the truck. Get 4 more. And say, see ya. And then give it a couple day rest because maybe I might want to get some more. It's not like they're going to go bad. But 2-liter bottles, 59 cents. Oh, you want to hear a good one? 3 months ago, the same ginger ale, a quarter. Yep, 2-liter, 25 cents. I didn't find out about it till the last day. I was only able to get the last 3 2-liters in the store. This sale runs till the end of the month. Grumpy is going to have a room full of 2-liter bottles. Mm-hmm. $0.59. Limit 4. I'll make 3 trips. Get my 12, wait a couple days, maybe go to one of the other stores, make my 3 trips, get 12 more. $0.59 for a 2-liter bottle. God, a 16-ounce bottle is like $2.25. Yeah. This is a 2-liter bottle. My favorite ginger ale. But had I not, see, because what I was going to do is I was going to grab 3 or 4 of the 1-liter bottles and go that way. And I just reached for the bottle, and I don't know why. I just happened to look that way and was like, holy shit, there's a mountain of 2-liter bottles of my ginger ale. And then I looked at the sign that said 59 cents. I went crazy. Of course, it didn't say limit 4 on the sign, but I could only get 4 in my basket. So when I went to the register to check out, I asked the girl, how long? Till the end of the month. To which she also said, but it's limit 4 per customer. Oh. To which I replied, it don't say that on the sign. Somebody needs to go back there and put limit 4. Now, like I say, in, out, in, out, in, out. Yep. Tomorrow I'll be making room in the corner for 2-liter bottles. Maybe 12 ain't enough. Maybe 24. Fill my little dorm refrigerator with 2-liter bottles. See, there's a method to my madness. Ever since going through chemo, I get dry mouth, something fierce. And in the middle of night, it feels like somebody took a bale of cotton and stuffed it in my mouth. So I need to have a beverage. And my beverage just happens to be Seagram's ginger ale. I should have a bottle do the commercial. Seagram's, the preferred ginger ale of the grumpy old man. Maybe I can get him to sponsor me. Maybe tomorrow I'll do it. Yeah. I have some cans. I'll do a commercial with a can. The preferred ginger ale of the grumpy old man. Seagram's. And then see if I could email it to corporate. Then they'd laugh and shit can it. But yeah, I kind of enjoyed watching the trial. Talk about a guy that's shooting himself in the foot. Oh, man. What a dumpster fire that was. And, they had 3 cameras. One camera's pointing towards the defense and the prosecution, and one camera's at the podium, and one camera's pointing at the judge. And I could just see the look on the judge's face like, oh my God, I want to help this guy, but I can't. So he would stop him. Are you sure you don't want assistance of counsel. We can have one sitting right there to advise you. Oh no, I are the law. I are a jurist. I know what I'm talking about. Not. Oh, it was hilarious. It was hilarious. Oh my God. And then he just rambled on and on and on, and the judge would say, "Yeah, is there a question in this?" "Well, I'm getting to it." "Well, we don't have all day." It got to one point where he rambled on so long that the judge said, "I think we need a timeout. We need a break. 10 minutes." And I think the judge was hoping the guy would lose his train of thought. Oh, like I say, I can guarantee the jury will get back into the jury room, close the door, click, guilty. Buzz the bailiff. We have a verdict. You just, okay. Unbelievable. Speaking of unbelievable, Grumpy has a new mic. Yep. One of the last samples. Because I told my buddy's son out in Burbank, I said, "Please, time out. I have enough mics. But this one is some really big bucks." Yeah. Plus, it weighs about as much as the boat anchor from the Titanic. But yeah, this ain't a cheapie. I think this one here is more expensive than the one over in Studio A. And that one is some pretty big bucks. And Grumpy's headphones are being powered by Bluetooths. Yes, my headphones are being powered by Bluetooths. Coming to an electronics store near you soon. Bluetooths. Hot son of bitches. These cook hotter than the orange tubes. I just wonder if is the color like a heat level? But look at them. Blue tubes. Blue tubes. Blue tubes make me happy. Blue tubes make me wanna stay. Or something like that. Blue tubes. Coming to an electronics store near you. Blue. I read where they have green. I want to see if I can buy some green tubes. As I have orange, or you could call them red, And now I have blue tubes. I want some green tubes. Can you imagine how neat green would look? Blue tubes. And with that, friends, before I get barbecued over here, I'm going to call it a stream. And Grumpy will chat with you tomorrow.